Great game by the Niners. Aaron Rodgers, I'm asking you straight up, where the hell you think this man gonna go? Because he sure as shit not staying in Green Bay after this.
I have no idea where he's going to go. I know there's been a lot of rumors that have been circulating in the past about him potentially going to Pittsburgh just because Big Ben is more than likely on his way out. We'll kind of see how that turns out within the next couple of weeks and the next couple of months or so. But to me, it seems to me that Aaron Rodgers has probably played his last game in Green Bay. When I look at the situation that Aaron Rodgers had going into this postseason, 13-4 regular season, you get the number one seed, you have home field advantage, you had the bye to rest up, get ready for this divisional matchup against the 49ers. And the best that you can do at home against the 49ers in the divisional round is 10 points. That's it. 10 points. Granted, I didn't think that Aaron had that bad of a game. Statistically, it doesn't really indicate that. But he didn't do enough. The team didn't do enough. And that's why they're going home really early compared to what I think everybody was expecting, that this team could have gone to the Super Bowl with the way that that roster was constructed for this year. This season by the Packers and for Aaron Rodgers, it's just an abject failure. There's no other way of saying it. They are a great regular season team. They can play great through the months of September to late December, early January. But when it gets to the middle, the late stages of January, this team chokes. This team is just not built to last in the playoffs. This team just finds ways to just shrink under the pressure when it matters the most and lose games that could potentially propel them to either the next round in the playoffs or potentially for a Super Bowl berth. Some of that is on Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers, in these huge career-defining moments, he comes up short. He did against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers last year in the NFC Championship game, and he came up short against the 49ers in the divisional round. And to me, I understand that the 49ers have a pretty solid defense, but Aaron Rodgers, with the cast that he has around him, there is no excuse to go out there and put up 10 points on the board. I understand that the weather was a factor. I understand it was cold. I understand it was snowing. But this is your home turf. You know it better than anybody else. And you let the 49ers roll in and beat you when the Packers should have won that game pretty decisively. I think that there are better options for him to explore. I don't know whether or not that Green Bay is going to be a viable one. It's like you said, there's going to be some expiring contracts. There could be some people on the move after really a shocking loss to the 49ers. I don't think really a lot of people were expecting this outside of maybe the 49ers believing that they could beat them. But, Aaron's getting into his late 30s. He's playing at an MVP level. I know the even the rumors of potential retirement are there for Aaron. But I just don't think he's going to go back to Green Bay. He barely went back this year anyway. And that's with a good team in Green Bay. After this, there's zero shot. I don't see it. I don't think it's going to happen. I think he's played his last days in Green Bay.
Yeah, his days in Green Bay are done. I don't care how aggressive that sounds. I don't care how bold that sounds. It's a hot take, whatever it is you want to name it. Aaron's done, bro. Everything that happened in this offseason to what it has become now, you would have thought that this team would have been so motivated to go and at least get him to the big game. And for them to fold, it just bodes well with what Aaron had said all season long. You know what I'm saying? For whatever reason, this team just can't get it done. I don't know if it's a personnel thing. I don't know if it's a coaching thing. I just genuinely don't know if it's an Aaron Rodgers thing. But the point of the matter is, an MVP caliber season goes to waste, and he is more than likely on the move. Now, where he will go, I will just put out a couple of teams that I believe would be a great fit. I'm going to stick with Denver. I think Denver's his best option. Obviously, we all know John Elway is good at bringing veteran quarterbacks in with a good receiving core and solid defense and having a successful, experiment. They went to two Super Bowls with Peyton, winning one of them, multiple records, multiple division titles, and the Broncos have been pretty much irrelevant since Peyton left. And they do need to find a way to compete with Patrick Mahomes. What better way to compete than go out there and bring a future Hall of Famer and an MVP candidate almost every single year? Now, will they be good for 5+ years? Probably not. But that 2 to 3 year window that Aaron Rodgers will be on a team with Courtland Sutton, Tim Patrick, Noah Fant, Javonte Williams, Melvin Gordon, Patrick Surtain, Justin Simmons. I mean,
Jerry
you
Judy.
name Jerry, the star-studded talent that is on the Denver Broncos would bode well so much for an Aaron Rodgers. They would put him in an immediate position to maybe not win the division because of Kansas City, but they would definitely be in a playoff berth to where Aaron Rodgers can compete with stars around him. And I think that that's a good fit. What Kyle said also makes sense. You obviously have Mike Tomlin, the longest tenured coach outside of Bill Belichick, a very winning and successful coach, a solid young defense, and also you have the emergence of Deontay Johnson. You also have a great running back in Najee Harris. If they re-sign Juju Smith-Schuster and he remains healthy, you have a pretty solid receiving core. Obviously, the tight ends out there are also a great group of guys. So Pittsburgh makes sense. And then the last one, depending on the success of this team, I'm not going to rule out Aaron Rodgers returning home to San Francisco. It's a hometown team. He's wanted to go there for a long time. I think they have a great, great, great team. Obviously, as you can see, since they beat him, Debo Samuel, Greg Kittle, Nick Bosa on the other side of the ball. I mean, you name it, they got it. Obviously, Kyle Shanahan is a great, great, great coach in terms of on the offensive side. So I will not rule out a return potentially to back to California for him. Again, I know Jimmy Garoppolo is doing his thing. I know they're in a position right now where they are competing for the NFC title for the second time in the last 3 or 4 years. So it looks good that Jimmy's able to at least hold on. But if you have a chance to go out there and get Aaron Rodgers, I'm dumping Jimmy Garoppolo like a sack of potatoes. But that's just my personal opinion. Those are the three teams I think make the most sense, and I'm pretty sure there's a whole lot of others. I know that the rumors have been circulating that Indianapolis is going to want to go after him, especially because of how close he is with Pat McAfee. And you know that Pat's going to be in his ear for the remainder of the offseason saying, hey, we got a great team out there in Indianapolis, blah, 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 blah. So I would love for that to happen. But again, that would only be a short-term Band-Aid, and Indianapolis's problems go well beyond something of a 2 to 3 year window solution. So, yeah, I think Aaron's gone, and those are the teams I think he's going to go to.